Dexter is back in Miami after his little road trip in Nebraska, but it's going to take more than a box of donuts to get back in his sister's good books. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Dexter Season 6, Episode 8. It's called The Sin of Omission, and it's actually the 68th episode of the entire series. So yeah, Episode 608 is the 68th episode of the show. I was intrigued by that, even though it's probably just a bit of a random number there.
No, I hear it is intriguing, but I guess you could say the same about 607 is 67, you know, and 609.
I get the point, right, well. Anyway, get this point, Dexter's back, but someone's not happy, and that is his sister Debra, because she thinks he just took off, he left, she's upset, she's not happy. Dexter tries to explain the reasoning. She discovers that he was in Nebraska, that he did go to speak with Arthur Mitchell's son, Jonah, and she's not happy, but more so, rather than being upset that he spoke to, you know, one of Arthur Mitchell's remaining family, or I say one, the only remaining Mitchell family member,
and only.
She seems more upset that Dexter never came to her, never spoke to her about the whole situation and the memories of Rita, and she's upset that he would rather go and speak with a stranger rather than speak to her. But she doesn't know that, in fact, Jonah is not a stranger to Dexter, and that he wasn't going to actually speak with Jonah. He had a different plan.
He had a plan to kill him, but then obviously we change your heart there with Brian and Harry on the city limits. But again, I think Dexter, this episode, was fucking treating Debra like a big bag of shite at the end of the road. Like it'd be like the equivalent to Debra standing at the city limit sign. He just fucking
drives off.
And drives.
Puts a hand at you, Dexter. Any chance of a lift?
Aye.
Just full pedal to the metal. And just,
pedal to the metal.
I mean, you just see Debra will be wanting a ride, and Harry's already in the front seat, and Dex's like that. Frees a crowd, just drives on.
It's a two-seater car.
Aye. Anyway, she wants Dexter to get to work. Holly Benson, her body's been dumped, but Dexter's like, I know I can't actually. I know I've just took 5 days off, but I need another half day, because he needs to go to Father Sam's wake, and I mean, I guess the memorial service. I guess that's a good enough reason as any for him to take a day off, but is he pushing it here?
He is fucking pushing it, man. No, yeah, Dexter actually for some reason cared about Brother Sam, but he needs to fucking reel it in a bit, doesn't he?
What do you make of Brother Sam as a character? Don't think we'll see him again.
Well, he's dead, like, so
Well, Harry's dead, and he keeps popping up.
He rides shotgun. Maybe it'll be the back for Brother Sam and Harry. Good and bad. That's a good and bad. Well, technically they're both good. They're both good, but they've kind of got both the bad sides to them, I guess.
I just don't think the connection's there. It's not personal enough for Brother Sam to be playing the Harry role.
It's not, and also I don't feel like Brother Sam's going to be playing any kind of role with Dexter once he finds out he's fucking killing people.
Yeah, how would that work, actually? Yeah. You know, so
you killed Nick, you prick.
Aye, so we don't want that. Anyway, Travis, he goes to take out the trash can, because conveniently, I guess the trash can fills up just while Geller's outside. He tells Geller to leave me alone, but Geller's got a drawing of an alligator, and he's like, right, it's ready. We're ready for the next step. We just need the right whore. We need a whore, goddammit.
Come on, Travis.
And Geller's kind of like, you know, pointing, looking in at the house, thinking, yeah, your sister in there would make a good whore. But Travis warns him, he's like, stay the fuck away from her, stay the fuck away from me. And then he goes and speaks to his sister, trying to convince her that they need to get away on holiday. They need to get out of there. But she says she can't go because of her work as a teacher. And Travis is, I guess at this point, just paranoid. Wouldn't the right thing for Travis to do here was maybe buy his sister some time and just pretend that, here, Geller, I'm back in. I'm on God's path.
You definitely exist, Geller, so I'm back in, buddy. I'm full in. He's all in. All chips have been pushed to the middle of the table. But no, he didn't do that.
Yeah, after the ceremony with Sam's memorial, Diego, who was the speaker, Diego, he gives a blood-stained Bible to Dexter.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
The pages soaked in blood.
And obviously Dexter's a big fan. I'm a big fan of the blood. But I mean, he thinks maybe Brother Sam's trying to speak to him beyond the grave. Did he help him? Did he stop him from killing Jonah Mitchell? I mean, maybe. He certainly didn't stop him, though, for killing Nick. We see Dexter pay Travis a visit at the museum, and he asks him why did he let Holly go, and Travis says that basically he doesn't want to do it, and he was just following Geller's orders, and now he realizes he doesn't have to follow Geller's orders, and Geller's not right, and Geller was leading him down a path he did not want to be on, and I guess at this point Dexter's sympathising with him even more, believing that here, this guy really does have a dark passenger.
No, yeah, the Dark Passenger obviously makes them both relate this episode, and it wasn't just the Dark Passenger, it was also the whole, sister problem as well that both of them had, so I like the parallels they shown in this episode.
Yes, Dexter and Masuka then get called out to piece together what happened to a high-priced call girl who has OD'd when she hit her head. So they're doing some, they're doing some like medical work. They're looking at the body. Masuka then realizes that I believe her ribs were punctured or broken or something along those lines, and he thinks that somebody attempted to revive her. And then wiped down the body and wiped down and put the body into place. Dexter also mentioned that the blood kind of moved and then stopped at a different point, signaling that the body perhaps was moved from point A to point B. But LaGuerta shows up and basically says, "Well, here, this case is done. It looks like just a simple OD here." But Dexter and Masuka, they aren't convinced. They think that there was somebody in this room.
Neither's Debra with their information, but. Tell you what, LaGuerta, dirty cop. Very dirty cop.
Yep, dirty indeed. Lewis has a name of 200 potential Geller accomplices, so I don't know, he does some shit on the computer. He can search up names.
Big weird guy, Lewis.
I'm not a big fan of Lewis. What's your thoughts on this guy?
A bit fucking weird, man. He's just a geek.
Yep. Jamie drops to the station with Harrison. Angel thinks, "Oh, look, my wee baby sister's coming to see me," but it turns out she's not coming to see him.
See Lewis.
She's coming to see Lewis. Quinn does go to see Batista because he doesn't walk alone. But it turns out Batista is walking alone from now on, because it's like, "Nah, Quinn, see your wee apology, see your gentleman's club tickets. You can shove them up your ass," or AKA, go with that loser Masuka.
"I don't want them anymore, pal." So yeah, him and Masuka go, and Quinn's rock bottom here. He's pissed. He's asking strippers to marry him, and even that's enough for Masuka. That's when you know the line has been drawn.
Yeah, I mean, him and Masuka are at this strip club, and Masuka looks like the normal one.
Aye, which is insane.
So Quinn asks one of them to marry him, and then he gets chucked out by a couple of bouncers. But I wonder what would happen in that scenario if Quinn turns around and goes, "Get your hands, I'm a cop." Does that give him some leeway, or does that make it even worse? Because maybe he could get reported or something.
I think it makes it worse.
So Quinn shouldn't whip out the badge here, no?
No, because it would be an abuse of power, wouldn't it? "Oh, look, I'm a cop. I can do anything. You can't touch me. I'm allowed to be abusive." She was abusive to the staff, as Tony said.
Yeah, and then if it got back to the station that he was acting like that, I mean, would he face a heavier punishment than just maybe some guy who empties bins?
Well, I mean, that would be a big problem.
Geller doesn't empty bins, but he certainly waits on you taking the bins out.
He certainly does.
Just sits there all night.
Big James Geller.
Waiting on someone to put some trash in a bin. So it's not looking good for Quinn. The guy's spiraling out. He's not took the breakup very well.
No, he needs to get back on the bandwagon sooner rather than later.
Yeah, he does. Right. Dexter then speaks with Travis. Travis tells him that he's worried about his sister. He needs to get his sister to safety. Dexter promises him that if he helps him track down Geller, then Dexter will keep them safe. Dexter will basically let him go. So again, Dexter's revealing his identity to a killer, and I don't know. It's a risky game, isn't it? Dexter used to be so smart, and he would not have done this.
This is unthinkable. 4 seasons ago.
Yeah, it's even in season 4, I get it. Yeah, he's playing along with her from it, but he's fucking Kyle Butler, isn't he?
He knows my name, my occupation. He knows where my family lives.
If you look at Andre Chase and Andrew Chase. Andrew. If you look at Andrew Chase and Travis, now, albeit, right, Dexter doesn't think Travis is truly the one, but Travis is still, I mean, in a court of law, Travis at this point would still go down as an accomplice.
Yeah. Well, fuck aye.
So, Dexter's revealing his identity, giving his fucking number here. Here's my cell.
Ridiculous.
I don't think it's smart for Dexter.
We've seen Harry scold him for less. Or, you know what I mean? So, Harry should have been on to him here. Here, give me your number, Dex, because this is fucking no right. What you're doing, spilling the beans, giving this. It's even bizarre that he's working with the Travis guy in itself.
Yeah, we see Debra speaking with a psychiatrist, so I guess she's struggling as well. I mean, everyone's kind of struggling. Dexter's, the code's getting further and further away from what Harry originally had it to be. Quinn just seems to be giving up in life. Batista could be going through a midlife crisis, as it's been kind of referred to at certain points this season. And Debra seems to be, I don't know, losing it as well. So
I feel like Batista goes through a midlife crisis every season.
Even on a midlife crisis in season 1, so it's like, maybe that's just his gimmick. Maybe that's his character. They then get called to another scene, the whore Babylon, and it turns out that Travis' sister is no longer safe. She's dead. She's sitting atop of an alligator with several heads, and I guess that was the next step here. Dexter finds a label, FN Galway. Of course, he doesn't tell anyone else. He keeps this to himself, and I guess he tries to track it down. Lewis helps him, and NF Galway turns it to be, I think, like the initials of some former church, some priest.
Aye, yeah, and then that prompts Dexter to go into this guy at this care home. He's got dementia, and again, Dexter openly admitting to this guy that he's a killer and he's killed people.
What if this guy's dementia magically cured?
Or he had CCTV. Or he's on a fucking tape recorder, man. Anything. Dexter could have been beat here. Crazy.
Yeah, so Dexter reveals like some secrets to this guy. I mean, then he leaves. Dexter gets told by one of the nurses or the nuns that Galway used to be a church, but it's been abandoned for 20 years, so, don't be bothered going there. But he thinks that's where Geller could be hiding. If Geller's used, materials from that church, then if his party is kills, then maybe that's where he is. Dexter then goes home. He's getting ready to drop off some stuff, grab his toolkit, and leave. But Debra's there cooking dinner, and he doesn't want to be there. He told Debra he was busy tonight. He was tired. Then he says plans just came up. She doesn't really believe him. She's like, "I've got steaks, bro." But he kind of just tells her, take those steaks and shove them up your arse, pretty much.
Yeah, and you know what, man? I think you can defend Dexter a lot. This was arsehole behaviour.
Yeah, definitely. So, Geller then at the church, he burns Travis with the hot rebar. He's trying to get the demons out of his head. Dexter pulls up at the church and Geller hears the car door close, and Geller must have good fucking ears.
He does, like a fucking cat. Or a dog. Whoever's got the better hearing.
Yeah, definitely. Geller then goes to hide, and the episode ends with Travis telling Dexter, "I'll help you."
Yeah, we had Geller watching on in the fucking rafters as well, looking down.
As if he's Sting or something.
But when Dexter turned around, he didn't see him.
To be fair, Dexter's no seen Geller at this point, so Geller's playing pretty good at hide and seek.
Absolutely he is, man. Will he ever be found?
Anyway, well, maybe next episode, guys. It's called Get Geller. Will Dexter get Geller? We'll have to wait and see. But that was episode 6. Episode 8, season 6. That's more like it. Sin of Omission. I thought probably maybe the weakest episode so far this season.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
Or on the weaker side, even.
But see, I think by this point you're getting loads of seasons in. It's almost like they have to weaken Dexter, like himself, to leave the door open for the people he's against. Because you're right, it's like in the earlier seasons, man, he just wouldn't be giving up like half the information that he's giving up here. It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
The only person he opened up with was Miguel, but I mean that was kind of different because Miguel was like, I thought he was a good guy, didn't he? I thought he was legit. So like Anyway, I'll give this.
I'll give a 6 out of 10.
I'll give a 6 as well, guys. Wasn't bad. I just think that.
Full of sin.
Aye. Anyway, guys, so catch you in the next one. Until then, 6 out of 10. Peace.